Welcome to the stream. Let's get some music going here. Uh, Actually, let's not do that one because I think some copyright stuff has hit that. What is this? What is this here? Oops. I'm using some of this. All right, so I'm working on some cards as I was last time to prep for Heroescon, which was today. It's today the 20th. It's a month from today. So I've done these. I've done these. And I have to do two more. I'll be selling these for about $30 a pop. And then I'm going to do some bigger 9x12 things that'll be a little more expensive. But anyway, I'm using Ohuhu markers. And I have coffee. And I'm really tired. And I didn't sleep well last night. And part of the reason I am streaming is because if I don't, I am not going to get anything done. If I hit stream, now I'm committed. Okay, so I got my little swatches. I'm using Ohuhu markers. Where do I want to start? Let's start. Let's finish up that Vampirella. So how do I want to do that? Let's work on her. Let's get her lips. Hello, Roger Collects. Welcome. Good morning. That is really bright. I don't want that bright. Let's grab a coral pink. Coral. That's better. And the bottom lip will be a little bit lighter. So let's do dark blush. Thank you. Appreciate that. Make the bottom lip a little lighter because it's taking the light. All right. I'm gonna make her eyes orangey. I think they're really brown, but with brown eyes, I like using orange. Just because it's just what I do. So I can get it a little closer than that. Let's get her gold earrings. Let's use this pastel yellow. Sure, why not? I can do that just anytime. Marigold. Let's work on this hair. For inking with my brush, I'm using the Pentel Pocket Brush filled with Rapidograph ink. Sometimes people ask how the ink does not smear with the color, the marker, and there's two reasons. One, you can do a pass with an eraser over it. It'll lift up some of the ink that's not, really set. Or you can let the inks sit for a few hours or a day, and they'll get bound to the fibers in the paper, and then they won't smear, which is what happened here. I inked it on one day and I came back the next day. So if you're trying to get your inks to not smear when you go to marker, just do one of those things. One of those two things. There's probably other ways, but I don't know what they are. Some people just pencil and then marker their pencils, then ink it. I just don't like doing that. Oh, I'm way off. I'm way off. Y'all can't see that. Hyper Potato, not his real name. Let's see, I worked out yesterday morning with weights, and then I sparred last night, and I couldn't get to sleep till like 2 or 3. So today is one of those days where I'm pouring caffeine into the engine, but it ain't helping. I'm just muscling through, limping through. That's what's going on. What is this, red, gray? What does that look like? Gotta use my cheat sheet. E3, 4. Oh, I've never tested that one. Well, let's test it out. Fill that out. Bingo, I filled up the card. It's kind of dark. I think sandy brown is what I want though. $3.99. There it is. So spread the link out. Tell your friends. Let them stream it. Make it an Irish coffee. Yeah. I don't know if that would help. Hyper Potato, go post in the Discord that well, actually Restream posts it, doesn't it? Never mind. That's the nice thing about Restream. I forgot about that. Never mind. I don't think they've announced the tables yet for Heroes. I don't know where I'm going to be. Ladies of the 80s and ladies of the News Weather series needs to be bigger than sketch cards. Yeah. Are there enough of those that, well, 80s, yeah, but ladies of the news that to warrant enough sketch cards? All right, let me get some blue here. What blue do I use for the hair? Smoky blue. That's what I'm going to use. I haven't streamed for so long in the mornings on YouTube that I think I have lost that morning audience. Whatever audience I had. I get more views on X. It's a nice blue. Let's get a little something maybe greenish, light, pale green. G 796. Where is that? G7. There it is. It's very light. Oh, what is this? This is Siege text me. She's asking a question. Just a second. Do you attend any conventions in Florida? I do when my agent hears back from promoters. I used to do MegaCon. I've done Tampa. Did Tampa a couple years ago. So as they come up, I do. A lot of promoters are not getting back with Brittany for some reason. I've had a bit of a dry spell with cons, and I'm not sure why. I know one of the two of the cons that I did kind of folded, but I don't know. Oh, what's up? Are you going to be at? Yes, I will be at Heroescon in Charlotte next month. That is what these are for. So if you are just joining us, I am having a big batch of these. Will be $30 a piece. Sketch cards. My barking dog will not be in attendance. And I'm trying to have a huge batch of original art. I've got prints, bunch of stuff. Promoters do not like to answer emails. You know, one of the weird things is one of the promoters I know has known me. I've done a show a lot, and Brittany has emailed the crap out of him. He's even told me he's impressed with how persistent she is, but he still doesn't. He still doesn't email her back. Cool. Yeah, stop by the table. I'll be next to Jim Shooter, wherever he is, and Michael Watkins, wherever he is, wherever we are. That's where I'll be. That's even better. Open wallet. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. That hotel in Charlotte ain't cheap. All right, let's get some purple up under those eyes. Up over those eyes and under. Heroescon is the first show I ever did. It's kind of my home show. Since I'm in North Carolina, and the first show I ever set up at, first show I ever really attended. So I always do that one. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be at Joe Fest this year because it's the same weekend, and I make a little bit more money at just a little bit more money at Heroes. I was going to get yellow for that. Let's get some of this here. Where is this? I need to. That's a dead marker. That ain't gonna work. Joe Fest is loaded with celebrities. Is it? I've seen some pop up. I just haven't been really paying attention. I know Sergeant Slaughter's there. I think he expanded this year. I think it's larger, like the space, which he's always needed. Okay, let's get some. Let's do a red background. Red? Yeah, red, sure. Of course. Just an Empire. Of course it's going to be red. But what red? How about. What is wine red? 457? I haven't tested that one out. Let's check it out. 457. Where are you hiding? Yeah, Baxter knows what's up. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Shut up. 4. That is him barking across. Let's see somebody's across the street bark. That is not there in our yard. 457. There's about 5 different distinct barks. He's my proximity alarm. But I can tell they walked from up the street. Now they're right in front of the house. Where is that? 457. Where are you at? Brooding Viking. Hello. Is it me or has Brian's camera gone potato? Looks fine to me. I think it's you. Your wife, Hyper Potato, should know how important it is that she comes because she's been there before. And she had a great time. Me and Chris will be there. I mean, what more do you need? Will you be signing things? I will be signing things. I do not charge for signatures unless you bring like 100 books. And then it's like, well, then we'll need to talk. I still haven't found the marker I'm looking for. So R457. It's probably kind of dark. Since it's in that range, it's probably not in the right spot in my holder. But who knows? Because I'm about to give up looking for it. Mystery color. All right, your mystery color is taking too long. Let's find something else. Let's find what we got. What we got? Strawberry pink. Sketch on a blank G.I. Joe comic book. If it is full color, it's 100 for full color. And then for inks, it is 80. And I will be taking my markers to be able to do full color. Hi, Potato. I have the ColecoVision hooked up. It's hooked up to my monitor. I was playing Venture the other day. RV390. RV390, where you at? I can't find anything. Can't find any colors. RV 390. Where are you at, fool? There's RV 394, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Huh. What is this? 490? Where are you, RV4? Oh, I haven't tested that one. Let's test it. Maybe that'll work. Ah, that's bright. That is bright. All right, well. RV 687. That's really bright too. Oh, I found it. RV 390. There it is. All right. Let's throw a little highlight on here and I'll be done with that one. And then maybe a little bit of color on all right, moving on. Where's my coffee? There it is. Let's move on to Power Girl. You need some Cuban coffee. Yeah, I do. Had some Cuban coffee in Tampa. It was good. All right, let's get some lips on this lady. Shadow pink, maybe RV193. Oh, that's not it. RV193 is. Stand by. Hold, please. There it is. Got it. Found ya. If you ever do Tampa or Macon, I will take you up on that. Fortunately, at Heroescon, not so much. Not so much the Cuban coffee. That doesn't really show up at all. That was a bust. All right, well, we'll go back to this. Some shadow. To an eye doctor appointment. What's up, Cam? Pick me up some new glasses while you're there. I can't see. right, a blue background for her. What's up, Radio Stories Now? Whatnot shows. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow. I'm on Whatnot here and there. Usually on Wednesdays. All right, I think I'll be done with that one. Let's do what I want to do now. I'm going to work on Columbo. Where is that? There we go. No Kojak? No, I don't have Kojak on here. I never really watched much Kojak. 191. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Get over here. What? There you go. Now with his hair, obviously it's black. So where's my pen? There we go. So we'll just do this. Could make his hair look a little disheveled. With digital art and traditional. Well, it's easier to sell traditional art. Back when I was learning, there was no digital, so. So where's that? Where was the color I was using for the hair? The hair. So was it smoky? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? The orangey color for the cigar, so it kind of pops a little bit more because it's a very brown drawing. Columbo's a very brown character. Although he used to smoke those kind of sometimes those greenish cigars. I forget what kind of wrapper that is, but that would look weird on here. 792. Sometimes when you draw things that actually exist on the drawing, it doesn't look right. Where is Marigold? There it is. Found it. Everybody calm down. I found it. And make it a little darker where his mouth's been on it. And let's get some bluish gray. That's very close to his hair. That's very close. Let's switch that up to a red gray. How about that? How about we do that? Let's do that. All right. There we go. And then we're going to get a fluorescent orange right there. Now for the background, let's throw some green. Green, yes, green. Let's do that. Let's do it. But what green, you may ask? Leaf green. My answer, G185. Where are you? Right there, right where I looked. Boom. Colombo in the 70s was often in a green setting. Lots of kitchens and living rooms were green. Columbo's a superhero? I never said these were all superheroes. Scarlet is not a superhero. You're holding me to standards that I did not agree to. Let's see. Let's get some. Scarlet looks superhero-ish. Nope, not a superhero. Military, not superhero. Columbo's a superhero with his mind, so yes. He has an ability greater than that of the average man. So yes, he qualifies. I'm gonna get just a little bit of this blue here because so I had a little bit of a shadow. 5 o'clock shadow. Let's give his cheeks some color. There we go. All right. Who do I want to do now? Go to magic. Why, you may ask? Because she's easy. Yeah, the 80s, well, even up through 90s and early 2000s. Columbo, not great at all. I can't really watch them. Do not enjoy. The writing wasn't as good. Yeah. Just didn't have the same charm. And even the older quality of the video, of the film in the 70s has a better feel than the video of the 90s. All right. Yeah, very negative. With my correct opinion. Although Shatner showed back up in the 90s, he played a Rush Limbaugh type character, radio host. I'll watch that episode just because it's Shatner with a tiny mustache. Yeah, I mean, his mannerisms were different. I mean, he was obviously older. But it wasn't quite the... it was like he was trying to, I don't know, act like Columbo rather than just acting. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some dude on the internet. All right, let's see. All right, what color behind her that you can't see? So some blue. Let's do some. Purple. Purple. Let's see, how about the 891 over here? The Accountant 2. First, I never saw the first one. I usually only go to the movie theater when my son wants to go see something. It's just way too expensive to go see most things if you're going to have the whole theater experience. All right, there's that one. Marker ASMR. Alrighty, what do I want to do now? I don't feel like doing this full. Well, I guess I could. The bigger this maybe. I don't know. Sure, why not? I like going to the movies if it'd be a good movie. I just don't see anything that really catches my eye anymore. The last thing we went to go see, James wanted to see the Minecraft movie, and I saw all the hate people were giving it, and I think because me and Siege have watched so many bad movies on purpose that my threshold for, like, if it's just a basic plot, then it's good. So like it was fine. It's a kids movie. What were y'all expecting? It's a kids movie based on a kids game. Get some fully grown men arguing online that it sucked. I'm like, okay. Might I suggest a hobby? Like fishing or not complaining about kids' movies. Grown men. Well, quote unquote, yes. All right, what I'm going to do, let's do. The problem I had with that was my son took a friend. I posted about this. This is where all his comments came from on Twitter or X, whatever. With just getting popcorn and drinks and 3 tickets to take my son and his friend to see a video game movie. It was almost $100. And I'm like, this is supposed to be disposable entertainment. This is broken. Haven't you heard? Hyper potato drama sells, apparently. But grumpiness doesn't? I beg to differ, my friend. 80s movies are where it's at. Yeah, but in the 80s, they would do like goofy movies that weren't supposed to be works of art, that were entertaining, and you watched them, then you went home. Back in my day. All right, so here's a question. What is the most obscure movie that you remember going to see in the theater? I'll start. It was Tank. Anybody remember the movie Tank? I bet Hyper Potato remembers Tank. It's a movie about a tank. Starring anybody? Do I remember who's in Tank? The movie about the tank? Oh, hey, Al. Wayne's World. Wayne's World's not obscure. I think I went to go see that twice. Wayne's World was really popular. Tank, not so much. James Gardner was in Tank. See, I knew you. I know. I'm not even surprised you have a DVD. Hardware. I also, the first memory I have of going to a movie was seeing The Private Eyes. Anybody? Private Eyes? Don Knotts, Tim Conway. I'm here to educate you. Informative and entertaining. Well, informative. Not BS remembers Tank. People remember Tank. Apple Dumpling Gang. I saw that once when I was real little, but that one didn't stand out. Private Eyes was not a Disney movie. And you can subtly tell it was not a Disney movie. Tank from 1984. Yeah. It was filmed here in North Carolina. Private Eyes, the Biltmore Estate. Song of the South Theater and re-release. Well, that'll never happen again. I remember going to see Return of the Jedi 3 times. At the theater, the AMC Theater in the mall. Escape to Witch Mountain. Yeah, I remember that one. And the Return to Witch Mountain. When I was in kindergarten, I remember we went to go see a movie called My Side of the Mountain, which I think is a Disney movie about some kid that runs away and lives in a tree. Something like that. Anybody remember that? With a raccoon? I think he had a pet raccoon. Because of course he did. All right, what do I want to do with the rest of that? Let's have some, maybe some purple. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. I think it might have been a book. Something that Hyper Potato doesn't remember. What about Iron Eagle? Not as obscure. Watched Iron Eagle a lot as a kid. What? Your kids didn't care and she didn't like it? Oh, come on. She didn't like Chappie? Didn't even care when he died, quote unquote, died? Poor Chappie. We just noticed I was streaming. Oh, well. Just about done? Ah, probably. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. Oh, I think it's lunchtime, people. Once I finish up this card, I'm going to go get lunch. What will I have for lunch? What am I not going to have for lunch? The jaw's a little bigger. Let's fix that. Automan, heck yeah. Cursor, Automan, yeah, I love Automan. Oh, we're talking about TV shows now. Now we're going to get obscure. Oh, my earphones have low battery. Well, that's sad. I don't have any pastrami. Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo. Anybody? Watch that. By Enos. You want to watch Enos? Spinoff from the Dukes of Hazzard. Color in the gun. Let's get some. Yellow. Just watched it. Man, I love Dukes of Hazzard. I was all into the Dukes of Hazzard. Here's a fun fact. If you want to buy a 69 Dodge Charger, you'll be paying now $100,000. That is crazy. Those cars are enormous, by the way. I saw one going down the street downtown. It was like the whole lane. Are you talking about the movie Dukes of Hazzard? Oh, I haven't seen that. All right, I'm gonna call it there. But again, I will have these available at Heroescon in 1 month, a month from today. So I've got all these, all those, and almost all those. One more sheet, and then I move on to some larger pieces. But I'm out. I'm hungry. Everybody go get your pastrami sandwich or whatever. Go watch Tank. Laters.